The Undertaker vs. Andrew Flintoff almost happened. Ex-cricketer reveals why he said no to WWE. Hello everyone, welcome my channel. Please subscribe. After his cricket career ended, Andrew Flintoff came close to stepping into the WWE ring for a blockbuster match against the Undertaker. From secret training in Dubai to flying to Tampa, the former all-rounder's journey toward wrestling was as unexpected as it was intense. After hanging up his cricket boots, Andrew Flintoff found himself in unfamiliar territory. He wasn't sure what direction life would take next. Then came an unexpected opportunity that nearly turned him into a professional wrestler. WWE talk started when Flintoff was finding himself in the early days of retirement. Flintoff admits he was drifting. Broadcasting offers came his way, but nothing felt planned. That's when an old childhood love returned to his mind. I just hid for a bit and started to wonder, what am I going to do now? Some of the TV offers started to come, which was never the plan. I stumbled into that. I nearly joined the WWE. I didn't want to box. That was never the plan. I would have been called Big Fred, he shared while speaking on the overlap stick to cricket. At the time, he was living in Dubai and dealing with health issues. He had put on weight and lost his spark. That's when he thought about we again and came up with an idea to fight The Undertaker in Manchester. What happened was, it got to a point in Dubai where I was unfit. I'd put on weight and was just not in a good place. I wanted to get fit again, but I needed motivation. As a kid, I loved WWE, so I came up with this idea because I was doing League of Their Own with Sky to fight The Undertaker in Manchester, he said. Wrestling training begins after WWE interest grows. Flintoff wrote down the concept and pitched it to Sky. To his surprise, it didn't just stop there. His idea made its way to WWE, and before long, he was in contact with none other than Vince McMahon. I wrote this treatment up and presented the idea to Sky. It started gathering momentum, and next minute it's being passed on to WWE. I was in contact with the WWE, Vince McMahon, Flintoff said, knowing he needed to get in shape. He turned to a familiar face. Dave Roberts, the England team physio, arranged for a trainer to fly to Dubai and help Flintoff transform his body. The training was intense. After 6 weeks, Flintoff and his wife traveled to Tampa, where he spent 2 weeks at the WWE's Wrestling Academy. Scene opens with dynamic B-roll of trainees hitting the ring. Wrestling training camps around the globe are witnessing a remarkable surge in enrollment, thanks to rising interest from WWE. Between programs like WWEID and expanded performance center tryouts, the era of grassroots athletes heading toward WWE stardom is accelerating. Fast cut to in-ring footage, enhanced with upbeat music. Anchor Vo, WWE's developmental infrastructure has matured significantly, and it's redefining the path to superstardom. Central to this revolution is the WWE Performance Center, a state-of-the-art facility in Orlando. This is where raw physical ability meets theatrical presentation all under one roof. On-screen graphic, WWE Performance Center, training ground for future superstars. Anchor Vo here. Recruits receive top-tier coaching in ring technique, conditioning, wellness, and character work. This innovation has positioned WizPC as the beating heart of tomorrow's wrestling champs. Transition to footage of diverse indie wrestlers training. Anchor Vo. In October 2024, WWE unveiled WWEID, the Independent Development Initiative. This groundbreaking program partners with premier independent wrestling schools like Booker T's Reality of Wrestling, Cody Rhodes' Nightmare Factory, Seth Rollins' Black and Brave Academy, and more. On-screen graphic, WWEID, WWE Independent Development. Under WWEID, select indie schools receive an official designation and support via training, financial aid, mentorship, and potential signing opportunities. Cut to Booker T speaking at one of his schools. Archival footage, Anchor Vo. The effect has been swift. Booker T's Reality of Wrestling, operating from Houston, saw a major spike in interest following its ID designation. Athletes are relocating to train there, viewing ID as a direct path to WWE. Ever since the news broke, so many people moving closer to Raw to make their dream come true. Booker T transitioned to clips of new recruits training at PC. Anchor Vo. From PC tryouts to TV appearances, WWE has been systematically enhancing its recruitment. Rob Van Dam has praised WWE's strategy, likening it to the territory days of wrestling. On-screen quote, greater than if WWE continues, it could be like the old territory days. They're just a machine for it. Rob Van Dam switched to montage, new recruits in ring strength training. Recent tryouts at the Performance Center resulted in fresh contracts for talents like Lucky Ali, Brogan Finley, Jay Malachi, Madi Rinkovsky, and Copeland Barbie. On-screen graphic, new PC signings Lucky Ollie, Copeland Barbie, and more cut to footage of college athletes, gymnastics, football. But WWE strategy stretches further than indie wrestling. They're harnessing NCAA athletes via their NIL initiative, recruiting college stars from gymnastics, track, and football to potentially become WWE superstars. Roughly 60 college athletes have already signed NIL deals since 2021. On-screen graphic, 60-plus college athletes with WWE NIL deals. The movement is fast-tracking athletes like Darian Goburn and Obafemi, bridging their sports background into fully fledged WWE careers. Transition to storytelling of the journey, PC, indie schools, WWE programming. At the core, WWE is building a multi-tiered talent pipeline, independent schools through WWE ID partnerships, and support, performance center tryouts, leading to signed developmental contracts. NIL recruits, athletes transitioning from college sports, global performance centers, expanding WWE's footprint worldwide, cuts between interviews with indie coaches and PC trainers. These programs aren't a passing fad, they're enhanced by the same system that birthed WWE's NXT brand, one designed for depth and longevity. On-screen overlay, what this means for aspiring wrestlers at indie schools. WWE ID opens clear pathways, official designation, networking, financial support, and priority consideration from WWE scouts. And all while they continue performing locally and gaining experience. Cut to PC footage of recent recruits training in Orlando. The Performance Center is still the final proving ground, offering in depth development in ring work, psychology, athletic prep, and character shaping. These are precisely the elements that have crafted modern WWE main event talent. Rob Van Dam sums it up best: WWE isn't just expanding, they're systematizing. And that may well lead to the next era of wrestling, reminiscent of old school territories, but powered by WWE's infrastructure and global reach. On screen, real-world impact for wrestlers and trainers. This means accessible routes to big leagues. Fans can now follow talent journeys from small gyms to PC and onto WWE TV. For WWE, it keeps competition alive by scouting from the freshest pool of talent. Cut to dynamic montage, drone shots, rings, training. As WWE refines and grows this system, the industry is watching closely, with every new school adopted, athlete signed, and matchup televised. The company reinforces its dominance in pro wrestling's talent game. Closing shot, PC building with hopeful recruits entering. So whether you're a rising gymnast dreaming of stardom, an indie wrestler grinding in regional circuits, or a college athlete with athletic grit, today's We opens that door wider than ever. On-screen text, WWE's talent pipeline, stronger, deeper, broader. Stay tuned as we bring you exclusive profiles on coaches, recruits, and behind-the-scenes training. Subscribe, ring the bell, and let us know which recruit are you watching. Drop it in the comments. Thanks for watching. This is channel name. You've just heard the future of WWE talent development. Why this story matters. Clear breakdown of WWE's layered recruitment. Indie schools gives PC tryouts. Gives NIL athletes up-to-date quotes and data. NIL deals 60+. Rod growth. Recent PC signings. Insider perspectives. Rob Van Dam, Booker T. Story arcs from indie school rises to global WWE platforms. WWE Performance Center training overview. WWE ID program details. And launch. Booker T's reality of wrestling impact. Rob Van Dam quote on WWE ID recent PC signings. Updates. NIL athletes.